Snafu at the Zoo by Jeff Eisenbaum. Snafu at the Zoo. Jacob made a big mistake that he cannot undo. He found some magic buttons and caused a snafu at the zoo. He saw the magic buttons hidden just behind a bush. He didn't think that it would hurt to give a little push. But when he pushed one button hard, two creatures became one. Brand new species came to life. The chaos had begun. A lion and a camel mixed, a rhino with a squirrel. A zebra and a lizard joined the others in a whirl. A penguin mixed with a giraffe. Its neck turned black and white. The way that creature waddles now is quite an amazing sight. Jacob kept on pushing buttons, watching creatures change. New animals were being formed, and they looked rather strange. A jackrabbit with a walrus, a butterfly with a bear. Now that bear can fly so high as he roars through the air. Jacob pushed the last one left. The trees began to shake. The wind started to howl, and the ground began to quake. There's something new now at the zoo. Don't touch its tail or belly, 'cause Jacob got mixed with a skunk, and now he's super smelly. Stuck. Nate was running extremely late, and in a rush to leave. He quickly got dressed, but because he was stressed, his head got stuck in his sleeve. Slippery noodles. Noodles are so slippery, but eating them is fun. They always slip right off my fork each time I grab at one. They often slide right off my plate and plop onto my chair. Sometimes they get on my face and even in my hair. Noodles land upon my shirt and spill onto my pants. Should I say toodles to noodles? No way, not a chance. Noodles are my favorite food. They're such a yummy treat. I'd surely eat them every meal if they weren't so hard to eat. The Sourest Lemon. Marty Glennon ate a lemon. His face puckered that day. The most sour lemon ever. He's afraid that forever it might be stuck that way. The big game. The game was almost at an end. Our team needed the win. If we could just get one more out, the party would begin. The batter gave the ball a whack. It came straight my way. I was playing in the right field and had to make the play. I ran back toward the fence. At last, this was my chance. I climbed the wall and caught the ball, but the fence caught my pants. Cheers erupted from the stands. My catch won us the crown. Now let's all go celebrate, but can someone help me down? Bubba's bubbles. Bubba likes to blow bubbles. He blows bubbles big and small. He bought a new bottle of bubbles, the soapiest of them all. Bubba grabbed the bubble bottle and twisted off the top. The bubbles were so bubbly that they were hard to pop. The bubbles started floating up. They soared into the sky. The wind swept them through the town. Those bubbles sure could fly. The bubbles were so big and strong. They grabbed each thing in sight. like Bubba's brand new bicycle, which floated like a kite. One bubble snatched a football. One took his poor cat Fluffy. Then a bubble picked up a truck with his neighbor, Mr. Duffy. All at once, the bubbles merged. They formed one giant bubble. When Bubba saw it grab the town, he knew he was in trouble. Everything was caught inside, but what could Bubba do? It trapped his home, his friends, his school, and the creatures from the zoo. Bubba watched from down below. The town yelled, "Help us, please!" And as he thought about what to do, he suddenly had to sneeze. Bubba let out a big achoo! It made the bubble jiggle. It rumbled and it tumbled and it wobbled and it wiggled. Then pop went the bubble. The town tumbled toward the ground. Everything fell back in place and landed safe and sound. So be careful blowing bubbles. Remember Bubba's day. If you blow a giant bubble, you just might float away. Keys, please. It seems like every morning Dad says, "Help me, please. I've been searching everywhere, but I can't find my keys." His keys have disappeared again. They're nowhere to be found. We started to investigate and took a look around. I checked under the kitchen table. Mom peeked behind the chair. Sparky sniffed beneath the rug, but they're not anywhere. Just then, Dad looked at his watch, and he began to worry. He was running late for work and in a major hurry. I examined every room. I searched both far and wide. I even looked inside the toilet and hoped they weren't inside. The keys weren't under the sofa or behind my model rocket. But then my dad yelled, "Never mind!" He found them in his pocket. Ben Briggs. Ben Briggs has long legs. He loves to dance a lot. His legs are so long that things can go wrong, and he ends up tied in a knot. Treasure chest. Phil the pirate had a treasure. He hid it in the sand. He drew a map so he could measure where it was on land. For years, explorers searched the shore, the treasure still in reach. They dug till they could dig no more, and holes filled up the beach. They dreamed throughout their weary quest of the gold that must be there. But when at last they found the chest, it was just Phil's underwear. The color crown. At the color wrestling match, a red wrestled a blue. When red squeezed blue with all its might, a purple joined the feud. Then a yellow took on a red, and after they collided, orange showed up to the rumble and got the crowd excited. A blue stood up to challenge yellow. It caused quite a scene. Blue pinned yellow to the ground until they both turned green. All the colors joined the ring to win the color crown. A mix of hues and tints and tones all made the winner brown.